Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your weekly forecast. So today we're going to go ahead and base this reading on the 5 elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So each particular element represents certain things. So this is actually a reading that I offer in my Etsy shop. So if you guys are interested in your own personalized version of this reading, be sure to check the link down below. All the decks I'll be using here in today's reading, I'll also use the links down below where you guys can purchase them if you are interested. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The very first thing that we're going to focus on is Earth. Earth energy, what does that represent? That represents earthly things, such as what's going on in the 3D world, survival, career, money, finances, physical energy. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at right now. So the 2 decks that we're going to use for this, we have the Crystal Intentions Oracle with the Universal Rider-Waite deck. So let's go ahead and see what we need to know about our Earth energy for the week. What do we need to know, Spirit, about Earth energy for the week? We have Garnet. It says, I stay focused on the task at hand and accomplish my goals with creativity and determination. Amazing. So on the back, it says, stop procrastinating and increase self-motivation. Maintain focus, determination, and success. Stay grounded and focused. Walk the path to creative success. So it could be that this week, some of us are working on something and we really need to stay focused. We really need to be determined to kind of see something through. So interestingly enough, there is something that I'm working on where I'm just like, it has to get done this week. I can't keep putting it off. So that makes sense to me. All right, let's go and get some tarot cards on that. What do we need to know about this particular task that's at hand that we need to accomplish? We need to be determined to see it through this week. Ooh, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So we also had a card that just fell through, and it on the floor, Page of Wands reversed. So what I'm getting here with the 4 of Pentacles is like we're holding on too tightly to something. Maybe we are afraid to, this is weird, but maybe we're afraid to kind of put something out there because we're afraid that it's not going to do well. The Page of Wands is that energy of that. That's the message that we're kind of sending out to the universe, is that we are afraid to do something because we're afraid we're going to be a failure at it. So I feel like this week, you guys, that some of you are going to really take a look at that project or that idea that you have right now, and you're going to find a way to kind of let go of some of that insecurity or let go of, what is standing in the way, what is holding you back. It might also be too, because sometimes this does happen, especially if you're a perfectionist. You kind of feel like, well, I can't do this or I can't do that until it's perfect. And while that is great and everything, sometimes you can get in your own way. So sometimes the details, like not everyone is going to focus on those details. The only person that's focusing on those things is you. So this is Spirit's way of saying that we've got to find a way to let go of some of the excess, let go of some of the things that don't really matter. Because the thing is, we're not going to be able to share our creativity or our ideas or our projects with the world. It'll just basically stay in our own hands. You can see that guy, he's sitting there and he's got that pentacle in his hand. Literally, he's got everything and he's holding on to it so tightly so no one else can get it. No one else can receive it. No one else can have fun with this because we are too busy holding on to this our own way. So Page of Wands reverse means that there is no action on this project, and there really needs to be, because there's something to be celebrated here. There's something really cool about what you guys are trying to work on or what you're creating or this idea that you have. But it's never going to get out there as long as we're kind of hoarding or stuck in our own way. That's what I'm getting here. We're stuck in our own way this week. And we need to find a way to be determined to push through this stubborn ass energy. So let's go ahead and get another card. Very interesting. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know about Earth energy? We have the tourmalated quartz. Very interesting crystal every time I see it. It's almost like it just looks like there's a strand of something that's stuck in the crystal. It's very cool. I am mindful of the energetic connection between myself and others. I automatically remove unhealthy cords of attachment. Wow. Restore harmony and peace on all levels. Deflect unwanted or unhealthy vibrations. Break unhealthy energetic cords and uncover unconscious beliefs and patterns. Okay, so what I'm seeing also, wow. Also, these particular stones that are coming up, these crystals this week, could be helpful for you guys when it comes to these particular things that are coming up. So garnet and this tourmalated quartz could be helpful with these particular areas of your life. So definitely pay attention to what's coming through here. But energetic connections between ourselves and others. Wow. That definitely is a thing. And even though I don't believe that anybody has power over me unless I allow them to have power over me, we do tend to keep people in our energy field, maybe even sometimes longer than they should be there. And sometimes I think that if you're working something through, maybe if you're working a wound through, or you're working through something that just happened, it does make sense that someone's energy is in your field. But the kind of energy where you're just like, why is this person showing up in my energy field? Why is this person still here? I don't want anything to do with this. I'm really done with this situation. Why is this energy here? And this can come up in the forms of that person's, what they say, like their voices in the back of your head when you go to do something, things like that. So that is right there an indication to us that there could be something like a little bit of a block. And not that this person has this much power over us, but for some reason, maybe we're giving this person power over us. This could be a boss. This could be a family member or even a friend. This could be a lover too. But I feel like when it comes to you accomplishing your goals and doing certain things that you want to do in this life, this particular voice or person's either presence or energy in your life is very disruptive. It's not positive. It's toxic. It's disruptive. It's not for you in a way, it's against you. So like this is a negative person, somebody's negative belief systems. If you share, let's just say, good news with someone and then they just shit all over it, that's this person, okay? So you need to be careful. So some of you guys might not be able to completely cut away from a particular person. Maybe you work with them. Maybe they're a family member of yours, right? There's a situation, you have kids with someone. But what you can do is you can be more mindful of how you're giving your energy to this person. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants to address this week. This is about pulling your energy back. Maybe when you're dealing with something going on at work, do a ritual when you come home, once you come in the door, or let's just say take a bath or a shower or something, before you have your evening. And you do this actual ritual of ridding yourself of this energy, right? Sometimes ritual does help because it helps get you in that mode of actively removing things that don't belong to you, other people's opinions, or even, just unwanted opinions, unwanted advice, things like that. You can just drop it all. A little bit of a visual that I had a while back, and sometimes I do use it if I'm feeling really, really overwhelmed, is I will imagine that I'm just taking bricks and I'm putting certain things into these bricks, right? Things that I don't want, thoughts about myself, thoughts about other people, certain feelings that aren't healthy for me, etc. And I'm like putting all this energy, or even like taking chalk and writing these things on the bricks. I'm imagining that I'm doing this. And then I imagine that I'm taking these bricks and I'm putting them into a bucket. And of course, every time I put the bricks into a bucket, it's getting heavier and heavier. And then I just imagine that, my spirit guides or angels are just simply taking it away, just temporarily alleviating the stress from my life, helping me, just taking it somewhere to where I don't have to see it temporarily, so I could take a break from it, something like that. So when you get good at visualization and imagining certain things, especially when you're doing like a ritual of letting go or just like taking a break from something, because sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I can't let this go. How about take a break? And I always love the movie What About Bob, because he says, take a vacation from your problems. And Bill Murray's like, take a vacation. Like, he never thought about that. He can take a vacation from his problems. He doesn't have to be, this like worry wart over every single thing. And so sometimes we just need to take a vacation. So anyways, I know that was long-winded on that card, but I feel like some of us need to adopt a way of coping with some of the stresses that maybe we can't 100% like deal with or figure out right this second, but we can find creative ways not to carry around the energy 24/7. That's what the message is there. All right, what else? Yes, that's the breakthrough. Ace of Wands. I love it. So I really feel like this is connected, you guys, because the Page of Wands is holding the wand, but he's in the reversed energy because he's having a difficult time doing anything productive with that wand. So I feel like, and we're not blaming other people for our problems, but I feel like there could be some kind of an unhealthy attachment that we have. Now, it might not be to a person. It could be to a thing. It could be to a substance or a bad habit as well. We know what it is. And we know that we've got to clean up our act. We know that we need to take a break from this thing, this behavior or whatever this is. So that way we can take that wand and actually create the things that we want to create. So if you're living in a situation right now that you absolutely hate, or you're in a job or relationship that's making you absolutely miserable, or there's some way of your life that you're living that's completely unhealthy, you know that you need to change it. And I don't necessarily have the answers for you today on how you're going to do that, but I feel like with that particular picture, you have the power at any time to take matters into your own hands and turn it right side up. You do have that power. This person, this thing, this energy does not really have power over you. It's just a state of mind. It is your belief at this time that you cannot succeed, that you cannot do what you want to do because of this thing or this problem or this situation. But Spirit today is saying you can. I love the way that's coming through. Oops. Yes, you can do it, you guys. I love this. So 7 of Wands means that you can defend yourself. You can push back on whatever is coming at you. You can get on top of the situation. You see this guy, he's on top of the situation. And he's also holding another wand. So you can take this wand and create, and you can also take this wand and defend and deflect energy that's unwanted that's coming at you. You can do anything. You're very powerful. You're very resilient. You are determined to live an amazing, happy, successful life, and you will make that happen for yourself. That's amazing, you guys. What an amazing message. How many times could I say amazing? A lot. All right, let's go ahead and get one last message. And we have Ruby Infusite. Or Fuchsite. I don't know how to say that. I attract romance filled with divine love. I have a healthy, you know what, life. Woo, can't say certain things on YouTube. All right, so sensual vibrancy, increasing passion for life and in relationships, attract spiritually aligned romance, love, and your soulmate. So you guys, the thing is, right now in earth energy, like you really in your reality want to attract a person. So let's just say a lot of you guys have been spending time with someone's energy. It hasn't actually been I don't want to say it hasn't been a real relationship, but it could be like a ghost from the past or a memory or someone's just essence or vibration or just energy around you. It hasn't actually been a physical person that you've been having a back and forth relationship with in the 3D world. This is not going to be for everybody. But what Spirit's saying is that you can create this real person. You can. So if you've been spending time with a ghost or you've been spending time in an unhealthy attachment to someone, it is time for you now to take the power into your hands and push back on that energy. Okay, so this is all kind of making sense to me. Instead of holding on for dear life, push back on that energy and create something new for yourself. You can do it. You absolutely can. So that's amazing. I said it again. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards here. The Hierophant. This is beautiful because the Hierophant, this is Taurus's energy for one. Taurus is all about your values and your belief systems. It's also about spirituality. I do feel like some of you guys do want to bring in a divine love partnership, somebody that shares your same values, somebody that wants the same things as you, definitely somebody who wants commitment and values it, values maybe even family or wants to have a family, wants to settle down. So this is the deal, you guys. If you're not attracting that into your life and you keep attracting partners who just, want to play the field or they want open-ended relationships, they don't want commitment, they don't believe in traditional marriage or values, what I'm getting here is that that's just an indication of some energy, leftover energy, or even wounds within you that we need to clear and heal, okay? There could just still be some unhealthy belief systems that you don't deserve it, or that there are no good men or women left in the world, or that, this day and age, nobody has traditional values have gone out the window. Those are all belief systems that aren't true. You are going to attract your people. You are going to attract your person. There is someone out there for everyone. There are a lot of people that are on the same page. Birds of the same feathers flock together. So let's just say you're spending time in a community where it's very non-conformist. I'm just saying, like, if that's what you're wanting. And it's all about, hedonism and, free love and, all this stuff. You're probably not going to find your person in that environment. So we do need to do a little bit of an environmental check or where we're spending our energy. This could also be what podcasts we're listening to. This could be TV shows that we're watching. All of those things carry a frequency and a vibration. So if you're watching or listening to a lot of stuff that goes against your belief system, that goes against your values, we need to fine tune our frequency so that way we can start attracting the right person to us, what we're actually looking for. So that's something that Spirit's telling us to do. It's time for us to do a little bit of a spring cleaning with what we're absorbing on a daily basis. The Empress, oh my gosh. The Empress is actually Taurus and Libra's energy. So Taurus big time coming through. But she's coming up reverse because she's still not getting what she needs or wants or desires. But this is saying here, you can turn that around at any time that you guys choose to. If some of you guys want to be married or mothers or just experience a family, a true partnership where there's a nice complementary energy of like a queen and a king, like a masculine and feminine dynamic here, that is something that you can create. So I just feel like the reason that this is probably coming through is because we're not happy in some area in our life and something needs to go. So let's just say you want to live an amazing life, but yet you hate your job. You want to live an amazing life, but yet you hate the person that you're with currently because you're just not happy. You're not getting your needs met, right? It's very difficult if our energy is stuck somewhere because that's where a lot of our focus and a lot of our energy is also being siphoned. So if we want our lives to flow and we want to be happier, we need to be willing to examine what's not working and basically let it go So whatever that is to you guys, I'm not saying you got to let it go this week, but we need to start figuring out, why are we not this Empress upright? Why are we this Empress here? To me, it's like we're half-assing it. We're accepting less than we deserve. We're not in our full power this week, and we need to get it back. We need to fight back. We need to say, no, I don't want this. I want this, and I deserve it, and I'm going after it. So that's pretty cool. So that is our energy here for the week for Earth. Now we're going to move on into Air's energy, you guys. What is the air energy in our lives? Air is about our mental thoughts, our communication, maybe even our mental health, like what's going on in our head, self-talk, all of those things. Could even be ideas as well, logical perspectives, or even decisions that we need to make. So we're going to go into the spirit of the animal oracle for air energy for the week. We have the fox, clever, so cute. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Ooh, be open to romance. All right, so this is another category where maybe a little bit of a romantic message is coming through. So romance could be in the air this week, you guys. It could be that you're getting to know someone, you're open to know someone, you're communicating with someone that you have an interest in this week. Someone's communicating to you. But yes, the fox is all about being clever. It's also about trusting your instincts as well when it comes to making decisions or when you're talking to people. So this is called the Borderless Rider-Waite card, or tarot. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm starting to sense a little bit of a theme here. Some of you guys might not be happy in some aspect of your life this week, and we are getting a lot of cards indicating that we can turn the situation around. If we're not happy, we can definitely turn it around. The Nine of Pentacles is self energy. It's independent energy. Some of you guys might want to work for yourself. And some of you could be working for yourself right now, as in running your own business, or you're just very independent. And maybe things right now aren't going so well, but you are very resourceful, okay? And so this is asking you this week, instead of focusing on, oh my God, everything is just crashing down, really focus on what you can do to turn things around this week, instead of focusing on what's not happening this week. So it's just a little bit of a shift. And it doesn't mean that if you pretend that things aren't happening or falling apart, that it's just magically going to go away. But it's basically just kind of trading one thought for the other and seeing how that works out instead, okay? But if some of you guys are not running your own business, I feel that there is something that is draining your resources, and it's draining you mentally. And we've got to figure out what this is and to pull ourselves out of this energy, because it's really starting to kind of take a toll. That's what I'm seeing here. It's starting to take a toll. And you know what it is, the High Priestess here. Deep down inside, you know what this is. Trust your instincts on this. So if something is draining you or something just isn't for you this week, you've got to make a decision. You've got to make a decision on this. And you don't necessarily even have to tell someone this decision I'm getting. You don't have to always explain things to people. You do not always have to make an announcement with your decisions. You can keep things to yourself. You can silently pull away from someone, and that right there is a decision in itself. You're just deciding that you're not going to pick up the phone. You're not going to return that text. You're not going to engage in this situation. You're not going to go back to that place, that person, or that thing. You know, we can make decisions to take care of ourselves, and we don't really owe we don't really owe anyone anything at the end of the day, you know? So sometimes less is more, and that's the High Priestess's energy. So we've got to find a way to perhaps make some better decisions for ourselves so we can take care of ourselves, because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position indicates that we are taking care of ourselves. We are feeling good in our own energy. And when it's reversed, that means that there's something that's off. that we're feeling drained. We're not feeling like we can do something on our own. We're feeling not so sufficient. So trust your intuition, trust your gut. It could even be, instead of making a hasty decision this week, maybe sit on it and think about it first and then make your decision. But with the High Priestess being in the upright position, this tells me that you guys will make the correct decision. Why? Because you're clever. So I'm also getting this. If some of you guys are very unhappy in a particular position at work, and you know that deep down inside, it is just, you can't handle it one more day. You can't handle it one more day. And you feel like you've got to walk away. Trust your instincts, you guys, because we have 2 cards that say trust your instincts. Your instincts are correct, and you are resourceful and clever. You will be able to figure something else out. So don't stick around and continue to be drained or used or abused or whatever's going on here. You will survive. You will be okay. You are smart. You are clever. You are wise. You will figure something else out. Wow. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get another. We have the Elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces are guiding you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. To me, the Elk is like like a king kind of energy in the forest, you know? It doesn't mean that something couldn't take the elk down, but to me, the elk is like a king animal. So I like that we have this crown of success. You're in your power. You can do anything. Okay. So you're more powerful than you realize. And there might be some small ways, like we're thinking small thoughts about ourselves. We're not feeling so good. But Spirit is here to remind us that we do have what it takes. We do have that strength and that power to push through and carry on here. Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy is about flight. It's about movement. It's definitely an energy field card, because it's fire for one. So this Knight of Wands has a lot of passion. This Knight of Wands also doesn't stay put. So I feel like if you guys want to move, or you guys want to explore and expand, because Sagittarius is connected to the sign or the planet Jupiter. Sorry guys, I'm still drinking my coffee. But Jupiter's all about expansion, growth, right? The sky's the limit. Don't let anything hold you back. So if you feel like whatever you're in right now isn't it, I'm getting here, you're correct. It's not it. It's not the right fit for you. And you're feeling restless for a reason. That's Knight of Wands, restless energy. So if you're restless, this is time for you to get on a horse and fly. Get on a horse and move. Keep moving. If you feel like you haven't met your match yet, keep moving, because you haven't. So this knight going to the king here, like you're on your way. Like you are this king already, but the thing is, maybe you don't believe it yet. But as you continue to open up your horizons and have new experiences, you're going to be glad that you took this risk, because I feel with this, what's coming through is that it is paying off here. Ooh, interesting. So we have the King of Cups. For some of you guys, the person that you're with right now is not your person. Okay? This is not doing it for you. The person that you are either in love with, or that you have a lot of feelings for, either doesn't feel the same, or they don't have what it takes to meet you halfway, to provide for you what you're looking for. So I just feel like for some of you guys, not everyone, but for some of you, this is something that's not going to change. This is something where the only person that can change is you, and you're making a change by exiting the building and going towards new adventures. So the person that you're thinking of, if you're experiencing challenges and your intuition tells you that just something is off, something isn't going to change, this person isn't right for you, I'm getting here to trust that you are correct. You deserve a king, not this king. You deserve a king that's noble. This King of Cups reversed, this is Scorpio's energy, by the way, is not really someone that is emotionally mature, and even somebody that might even use manipulation tactics or even lies. They're very insecure, so they do a lot of things that make us very confused. They do a lot of things that don't make sense. They do a lot of things that could even feel cruel. But at the end of the day, this King of Cups reversed has a lot of emotional issues or traumas. And so until this person gets to the bottom of, their traumas, then they're just going to keep showing up half-assed for you. And I'm just getting here that life is too short for you to wait around for this person to figure it the fuck out. So that's just what I'm seeing. So this is about you being noble in your own life and going towards what you want. You deserve better. You deserve more than this. Why are we settling? So the air energy is like our mental thoughts about this person or the situation, or our belief system about this person or the situation needs to shift and change. We need to shift out of this shit so that way we can start living a better life. All right. So only take it if it resonates, you guys. Let's go ahead and get one more. One more for air's energy. We have the Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Ooh, cool. It says, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. I mean, that card's saying it all right there, you guys. So it's like you've been here many times. You're an old soul. You've encountered a lot of people along the way. And it's like not getting hung up or stuck, right? Don't get hung up or stuck on this particular situation or person. There are more fish in the sea. There are other experiences to have. Don't make this pit stop permanent. It's just a quick pit stop. Don't allow it to now hold you back from all other experiences. So this is saying you have a lot of power. Focus on what you want. And what you do want is to be happy. And I'm just getting here that for a lot of you, it's not going to be with this King of Cups. This person has shown you time and time again that they don't want the same things as you, that they're not mature enough to handle a relationship, or they're just not ready to be in an equal partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. That could even be a friendship, you guys, or just, a boss or a job is not a fit for you. It's just not a fit. It's not filling your cup. All right. Let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, and it's interesting because the Ace of Wands actually came up in Earth's energy in the upright position. So now it's coming up in the reverse position in this deck here. Why? Because the more that we hang on to things that aren't working, the more that we continue to go down these old paths, right? And these old paths, we keep hitting a door, then we're not going to be able to, what we're doing is we're handing over our power. We no longer hold the power. We're giving power over to situations and things that don't serve us. We become powerless. So Spirit is saying here, you've been here many times. You've done this before. You've had lots of encounters with people, soul contracts, etc., to know that if something, it doesn't mean that you can't have challenges in relationships, sometimes challenges and problems. I'm talking about a problem that you've had over and over and over again and nothing ever changes. You know those types of people. I know those types of people. How many times do we need to go into that same situation just to be met with the same exact result? At what point are we going to just say, I'm done, I'm out for good, I'm done with this lesson? So I feel like a lot of you guys have probably kind of hit this brick wall for the last time, and now it's time for you to just move beyond this. Don't give any more of your power over to this person or situation. It's time to fly. It's time to be free. Because when we're trying to create in a situation where it's just, in a way, I'm getting not meant to be, we're expending our energy And our energy is so precious and so amazing. Why do we want to give it to a situation that isn't working? It's just dead. It's like a torch that won't light. And we've got the King of Pentacles, and that, I believe, wanted to come up in the reverse position before it started spinning around in my hand. Taurus energy again. Taurus has come up many times already in this reading. Well, hi, Peaches. Peaches wanted to come into this reading here. Hi, baby. He's going to sit on my lap, you guys. Peaches, did you want to say hi to everybody? You're so cute, baby. Yes, so Taurus's energy, very, very prominent in the reading. It came up with Empress, King of Pentacles now, and Hierophant. So Taurus, you guys, is all about family. It's all about values. It's all about belief systems. And I just feel like what Spirit's trying to say is that you and someone or you and something are not a match. And no matter how much we want it to be, it won't be. So we have to stop pushing to make something work. We have to stop putting someone on a pedestal. They don't actually deserve to be there, but we've somehow created this thought about this person or this thing, that this thing is so great, that this person is so great, that they hold the key to our happiness in their hands. And what I'm seeing here, it's actually not true. You hold the key to happiness in your own hand, and it's time for you to take back that power this week. So taking back our power is huge when it comes to what we're thinking about a situation or a person. We need to start thinking more of ourselves this week. And you're an old soul, and it might be that you have done something over and over and over again. So it's like a karmic cycle that just in a way refuses to die. But I am seeing that you guys at this time and this life can kick this habit for good. That's pretty cool. All right. Now we're going to go into fire's energy, and fire is all about our creativity, our passion, that spark, our energy field, our motivation. So this right here is called the what is this called? Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. What's going on with fire this week? Fire energy. We have soul alignment. It's time for a radical change. How can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? I love this, you guys. So this is basically saying here that your soul is finally aligning to what it needs to through radical change. So a lot of you guys have gone through like a major like death, transformation, dark night of the soul, like some major shake-up energy, like a tower moment even. And so what it has done is it's now that the dust is finally settling, you're realizing that you're exactly where you need to be. Sometimes a negative situation can actually turn into be a positive one. That's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Okay, so this right here is called the Gilded Tarot Royale. So some sort of tower has led to positive change. Oh yes, burdensome situation that needed to go. So something that was weighing heavy on your energy, okay, weighing heavy in your life. 10 of Wands means that cycle is over, and now we can carry on, and we're much lighter now. So you can see the guy in this card, he's holding all of those wands. He's very burdened. He's having a difficult time even walking because it's so heavy. And then you have the woman on this horse. She's just sitting there, no saddle, totally just free, wild, with her hair thrown back, and she's free. So I feel like a lot of you guys are freeing up your energy this week, and you guys are feeling really good and refreshed. It's like that burdensome cycle is over. That situation is over. You finally feel like you can think again. You finally feel like you can do the things that you want. You can finally create things. Some of you guys, if this hasn't happened yet, it's coming. You know that you need to drop this. And once you do, you're going to feel so much better. So much better. You're going to wish you had done it sooner. And now we have the Empress again. And now she's in the upright position. Okay. I love using a variety of tarot decks because it's cool to see cards come up over and over again. And there's a theme here. There's a theme with Taurus energy. So the Empress in the upright position, she has everything. She has this plush garden. She is creating the life that she wants. She's creating a life that she can actually enjoy. The things that are around her are what she has created, and she feels good about what she's created. She feels good in her own skin. She feels sensual. She feels creative. She feels very fertile. She feels alive. She feels feminine. She can receive, but also give too. So this is a very beautiful queen-like energy. So some of you guys, because you are leveling up this week, or just have leveled up, period, you're dropping old cycles or old people that don't work, so that way your soul can align to what it really wants to create. So creatively speaking, with this fire energy, you guys are going to experience more success. You guys are going to, now that this burden is over, you guys are going to experience just more creativity, like, is coming through for you. You're going to have the energy to create. You're going to feel more alive. Possibly I'm getting too that some of you guys are going to want to physically exercise and take better care of your body and your health, because now you feel some heavy energy or low energy levels gone. So now you have this excitement and this passion and this energy to now dedicate your time to improving your health or your body. That's very cool. All right. Like, we're very passionate about it this week. So what else? We have the butterfly rebirth. Yes. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. I don't know why I shuffled that deck, but I did. I wasn't thinking, but hey, maybe we just needed this butterfly. It says open to the rewards of change. And I just feel like it's meant to be because this is connected here. It says you have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. This Empress is loving every part of her life and her journey right now. So that's pretty amazing stuff. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. So we're having a rebirth in our energy field. Something is shifting and changing. That tower moment that we either just had has resulted in positive changes. Look, guys, death. And this had to happen, and I'll tell you why. Because the only way that we were going to let something go, or the only way that we will let something go, is by force, meaning a tower moment. I always see the tower as when we know we need to do something and we're not doing it, then sometimes something shakes us up so much to the core to where we have no choice but then to let it go. Something reaches a crisis point, or someone else takes the decision out of our hands and removes themselves from our lives. So we have no choice but to deal with the death of the situation. But I love this because to me, this rebirth energy with its death card reverse is telling me here that what we were resisting doing has inevitably just happened for us. So it would allow us time to reinvent ourselves. So your spirit team, your guides, your higher power is really coming through and is always there working on our behalf, but is really showing up huge this week to tell you that whatever this death situation is, whatever you've had to let go so you could reinvent yourself, has happened for a reason. So let the energy settle. Realize that it was the best thing for you and just celebrate this change. There's no reason to grieve this change. Celebrate this change because it was necessary for your life to continue forward in a productive way. So Scorpio's energy coming through for a second time with Death and King of Cups. And it could be that King of Cups that you guys are letting go of. And we have the Fool's energy. The Fool is Aquarius energy. What I'm getting here, you guys, is that we haven't actually entered in an Aquarius season just yet, but we will on Saturday, that new moon in Aquarius. So I really feel like this cycle of death, this cycle of that old burden and that old cycle as we enter into the new season of Aquarius, this is when a lot of these shifts, this is when a lot of these things are going to start to open up, and you're going to be in a new cycle. That's what I'm seeing with that Fool's energy. So it might still feel like I don't know what to do. Okay, great. This is over. I feel better. But what is my next step? What do I do now? That will be revealed. I'm getting here with the new moon. You will energetically feel a shift on the new moon that will help to push you into your new direction and show you where you need to go. Okay? All right. So let's get one last message for fire. We have everything as a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? Yes. And I felt that for this entire reading. There is something that you guys are settling for. Something is not good enough. Something is not exactly what you want, but yet you've been holding on to it or trying to make it work. So now that, when we love ourselves, when we really start doing work on ourselves, taking personal inventory, it is amazing how we no longer have the need to swim in shit. We no longer have the need to accept crumbs. We just feel it. We feel differently. Unhealthy situations or people that just want to give us crumbs, we're not interested anymore. It doesn't do it for us anymore because we've changed. So that's what I'm really getting here, you guys. You have changed. And because you've changed, your needs are changing. And it's just natural. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's just natural. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, people that are just kind of barely giving, where we used to maybe perhaps beg for someone to love us, beg for attention. We're not doing that anymore. No, we're not doing that. So we realize when we are down and out, when we are needy, when we are insecure, when we need other people, it's kind of like we keep hitting a door or a wall where that person doesn't want to give. So usually people that we attract when we're feeling this low are going to be unhealthy people, such as narcissists or just other toxic people, other codependent people, and relationships aren't going to work with those dynamics. So this is basically saying that, remember, fire energy is about what we're creating. It's a law of attraction, what we're attracting. It's the energy field around us, how we feel as people, in this energy field. And it says everything is a reflection. So hold up that mirror to yourself. Hold up that energetic mirror. If you keep attracting these types of people, these types of relationships, know that it's time to change. Know that it's time to work on yourself. And I've shared this many times within the last couple of weeks. Definitely have started to do that for myself because this energy is just keeps showing up, and I'm just kind of done with it. And instead of blaming everyone else, I am looking in the mirror and saying, what can I change about myself? Because I'm looking to change my frequency. So that's cool. All right, let's see what else. Oh, we have the Lovers. That's beautiful. So Lovers is Gemini's energy, you guys. So to me, this is basically saying, making choices with the heart instead of the head. So when we're in our head space, when we're in our, how we see things is what we're actually going to attract to ourselves. And so I feel like things are going to start shifting. We're going to start doing what we love to do. We're going to start choosing paths or choosing people that are of the vibration of what we love, what we really want, instead of what we need. Because we're going to be in a loving relationship with ourselves, we're going to start attracting people that are also in a loving relationship with themselves. And so when you have two people that love themselves, they can properly love each other. Okay. So your energy field right now is due for an upgrade, and there's a lot of changes that are taking place. And I really feel that the cycle of this new moon in Aquarius, okay, is really going to reflect the beginning of a new cycle in you, just you, your life, your vibration, and it's a serious upgrade. You have an opportunity to upgrade something this year and really attract to you things that you really love. whether that be a loving partner, loving friendships, loving what you do for a living, just loving yourself. It's all coming through. And with Gemini's energy here, there's something that you are attracting or something that you are healing big time from the new moon in Aquarius to the new moon in Gemini. So it's like these next 6 months are going to be very, very productive, healing, very just potent with energy that you can work with in a positive or negative way, but it will be your choice on what you want to do with it. But you have so much power. You have so many wonderful things to work with here. I feel like we want to, of course, use them in a positive, productive way. Sometimes we'll use them in a way where it will just defeat us and, deplete us. But we usually learn, hey, you know what? That doesn't feel good, so I'm not going to do that again. So we're only human. We're going to make some mistakes. But I just feel we are on the road to just loving who we are, where we are, and loving the people that are around us. So that's fantastic. So we're upgrading our own energy so that can be reflected back to us, you guys. All right. So now we're going to go into the category of water. So the element of water is our emotions. This is about our feelings. Same thing. This is about healing, therapy. This could also be about the way that we are connecting with other people. So this is called the Signs of the Times Oracle. Signs of the Times Oracle. What do we need to know about emotions, water, love? Ooh, love this. We've got coins. Good luck. So perhaps our luck is changing when it comes to love, when it comes to how we're feeling. I always see coins as support from our spirit team, support from our higher power. So some of you guys could be building a more supportive relationship between yourself and your higher power. So this is really positive. We have the Five of Swords, which is in the reverse position. And I like to see that card reversed because that means that we are no longer staying in a fight that we won't win. And it doesn't mean that we are powerless or that we are weak, but we realize that there's certain fights that are not worth fighting. And there is a fight right now that is taking a toll on your emotions. It's taking a toll on your emotional health. And you realize that as long as you keep fighting this battle, you're wasting energy and precious time that you can't get back. So we're done with that fight. That's what Spirit's saying here. We're done with that fight. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, we're no longer putting energy into empty victories. Remember, the Knight of Wands earlier came through in the upright position, very positive. We're going towards things that we want. This is something we don't want anymore. So our luck is changing. We're feeling better because we're no longer participating in situations with people that it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? Also, Five of Swords people don't have integrity and they don't have your best intentions in mind. So we're just no longer putting energy in or time or moving towards those people. We're actually moving away from those people. Sagittarius energy. We are expanding our horizons instead. We no longer have tunnel vision on people that don't work. That's what we get. Okay? Let's see what else. What else do we need to know about water? Love it. Sunflower. Action. Okay? Action energy. We have Judgment. So the thing is, you guys, we're leaving the past behind. That's what I'm getting here. Instead of resurrecting the past, staying stuck on the past, reflecting on the past, we're instead taking action towards the present and the future. So a lot of you guys have been tied up in the past for a long time. I know I have. And it's amazing when you finally just let go of your need to dwell or to just even focus on people that aren't even there anymore. It's just amazing how your life can change. Amazing. We have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups has come up twice now in the reading, reversed both times. Scorpio's energy. Actually, Judgment is Scorpio's energy too because they're both ruled by Pluto. So death, transformation, death, We're over this. This has been holding us back for a long time emotionally. This King of Cups, this person that you've loved, this person that perhaps you were hoping would love you back. And I'm getting here, this person doesn't love themselves, so they're not going to be able to love you back. So instead of resurrecting this, instead of waiting for this to come back, you're instead looking at your life and saying, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to take action. I want to move forward with my life. And I'm going to make that decision today. And I'm going to transform my thoughts. I'm going to transform my life. And I'm going to start living a different life. I'm going to start taking action steps towards a real life instead of putting energy and time into a ghost. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's get one last message. Yep, medical staff healing. And that's beautiful because I feel that you guys have definitely done major healing for sure. Major healing. So this right here is just basically saying that healing is very important to you. You are healing or have healed from this situation. Eight of Swords is about being stuck. It's about being rolling the same thing over and over again, the same thoughts over and over again in your head. But I feel like you guys are breaking the cycle. You finally healed this once and for all. Number 13, death. Like you're putting an end to this. You're putting an end to your suffering. You realize that these thoughts, this way of thinking or dealing with this person or coping with this person isn't helping you. It's about leaving it in the past. Yep. And looking off into the future instead. So you have your back to this situation. You're turning your back to this. And you're moving towards what's better for you. And what's better for you is out there, not what you've had before or what's currently in front of you. That's something that's not for you. What's better for you is something that someone you haven't met yet or something you haven't experienced yet. It is saying turn your back on your past and move forward. Emotionally, that's what we're needing to do. So the death of a situation, here it is. So yeah, little hard, but I feel like this makes sense with a lot of things that already came through the reading. So let's go ahead and end this reading now with some messages from Spirit. What do we need to know as far as our spirit energy? This is going to be our spiritual path, our connection with our higher power, connection with our higher selves, things that we are experiencing spiritually. This is the Goddess Spirit Oracle deck. Ooh, I love this. Sarasvati, Sacred Wisdom Essence. Okay. So she's playing a guitar too. So to me, this is all about her gifts, spiritual gifts. The essence of who she is, the gifts that she has come into in this life. So things that you guys are naturally good at or things that you are interested in. I feel that Spirit is trying to tell you here that you need to really, invest more time into these either ideas or these talents that you have. You came here with special gifts, and these special gifts are here for you for your own healing purposes, to connect with yourself, connect with others, and perhaps even provide service for other people as well. Okay, so this deck is called the Morgan Greer Tarot. We have the Chariot in the reverse position. The Chariot energy is Cancer. What I'm getting here, you guys, is that there is some sort of talent that you have, or there's some sort of way of connecting to Spirit that you might feel blocked right now. Okay. So this week, perhaps you are getting down to, why do I feel blocked? What is this block? What can I do to, change the situation around? So I feel like some of you guys are going to be really addressing, because we've got this black horse and the white horse. So to me, the shadow and light. Some shadow and light energy needs to be balanced here. Some of us may have resided too much in the light or too much in the dark. We need a little bit of both on our spiritual paths. We do. Love and light is great, and that makes us feel good. But that sometimes when we're too much in that energy, we're not really focusing on some things that we need to kind of take a good hard look at. If we see the good in everyone's love and light, I love everyone. That's wonderful. But sometimes your boundaries are going to be weak. You're not going to be discerning in situations. And sometimes people that are not of any, they're zero light, are going to be able to get in and rock your world. So that's why you do need a little bit of that dark as well to protect your ass in situations or with people that really don't have any good intentions whatsoever. This world is full of those people. And it doesn't mean we have to walk around being scared, but let's walk around with some discernment, a little bit of shadow energy. And, doesn't mean that bad things couldn't happen. Bad things can happen at any time. But a lot of people, because they're so kind, they're so loving, and they feel guilty for feeling a certain way towards a person, that they sense, ooh, something's off, something's dark, but I don't want to be unkind. I don't want to say no. I have to be the yes man. I have to say yes to everyone. I have to be helpful. Sometimes that can actually create harm for yourself. So there's something about our spiritual path where we need a little bit more of a balance of shadow and light so we can be discerning on our path, right? And we also have a lot of gifts to share with the world. And so some of you guys are afraid to put yourselves out there because, oh gosh, I don't want to fail. I don't want people to judge me. I'm afraid. I can't trust anyone. There needs to be some shadow work that's done, because it's almost like your shadow is keeping you from being able to have to find your soul path, or to find your soul family, or connect with like-minded individuals, because there's a lot of fear that you have that's running the show. So we need to find a way to address those fears, or to address why we're feeling so dark or so heavy in that area. Because I'm getting here, you guys came here, yeah. So there's some kind of a battle here. You've had a battle before, and I get this, you guys. I really do, I don't really know anybody in the spiritual community that hasn't met with some kind of drama, some kind of bullshit. You tried to be friends with this person, or you did this with someone, collaborated, or someone stole your ideas, or I've seen it, and I've heard it all, and I've experienced it all. That's just life. And if we allow these experiences to hold us back from doing the things that we came here to do, our purpose and our mission, then we're only holding ourselves back. So Spirit's basically saying that, as long as you have discernment, as long as you're smarter, as long as you have healthy, good boundaries, then when you go into this battlefield, because it's kind of like Pat Benatar's love is a battlefield, life is a battlefield. It just is. It's not all love and light, babe. It's not. Whoever says that to you is just, I don't know. But life is a battle. And it's about us being prepared for the battle and getting through the battle. And we can. We can when we're strong. We can when we're smart. We can when we're discerning. We can when we have healthy boundaries. We can when we love ourselves and we don't have to say yes to toxic people. So we can get through these battles that are, here. And we can get through them easily because we are strong in who we are, right? So we don't have to be so afraid, is what I'm trying to say, moving forward in our spiritual path. Because it's very easy to lose faith in everything. Lose faith in ourselves, lose faith in mankind, lose faith in the world because of all the stuff that we're seeing. We don't have to participate with it. We don't have to be a part of it. But we don't have to pretend it's not happening either. Things are happening. We just have to learn how we're going to feel about it and how we're going to operate in the battle, basically. So that's very interesting, that message that came through. Let's get another. Ooh, we have Gaia. So Gaia is that Mother Earth energy. Gaia is that presence that's all around us. It's nature. Interesting. Three of Cups, and that's pretty cool because this is community, you guys. This is soul family. This is finding your people. So to me, this is beautiful. It's like the balance between the dark and the light, that what I was basically saying here. You're going to find your people. You're going to have your experiences. You're going to learn from these experiences. That's what you signed up to do when you came here. You came here to planet Earth this time around, this time in the world for a reason. So if some of you guys feel I don't belong here, it's not true. You do belong here. You might be from some other, star system or something. It doesn't matter. You chose to come here at this particular time and for this particular reason, whatever that is. And it was for community. It was for the collective. It was for you to basically connect and learn lessons, but also to perhaps share your wisdom and the things that you've learned with other people. So you're only selling yourself short when you're holding yourself back. And when we have the 10 of Cups, and it's not going to always be hunky frickin' dory. It's not. There's going to be unhappiness. There's going to be tears. You're going to make some mistakes along the way, but you're supposed to make these mistakes because you're supposed to figure out what your 10 of Cups is. And we're going to have to go through certain relationships, certain karmic cycles to get to that 10 of Cups. It's a part of the game. It's love is a battlefield. It's just a part of life. So life is not supposed to be, or here on Earth, it's not supposed to be pleasant 24/7. That's why the better path is to be right there in the middle. Not too high, not too low, just cruising right in the middle. Because when you're going through life and you're just extreme 10 of Cups high, everything's wonderful, everything's amazing. Well, when it's not, you're going to crash down and then you're going to feel like everything sucks. So we have to just practice being more even-minded on our journey. That will actually be more successful for us because nature is nature. It's kind of like The Craft. I was just watching that the other night. It was on HBO, I think. And I was like, I haven't seen this in a while. I'm going to throw it on. And the girl walks into the mystical shop and she's like, what are you doing? Black magic? And she goes, magic is neither dark or light. It's both because nature is both. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. So I just see life in both dark and light, people both dark and light. I don't see people as just light or dark. Everybody has something. Yes, there are people that have more of a darker vibration or a lighter vibration for sure. But I see basically problems with both. And I've seen it with my own physical eyes, both. Very, very important figures in spiritual communities, way over to love and light and angels and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it's all evil now. Why do you think that happened? Because there was not enough balance in reality. There was not enough balance in any shadow or any dark. And that person, I feel, needed both, and now they're on a completely different wavelength of everything is evil that is this, and everything religious is the right way. And it's just a total extremism. And I think that that's what happens when we're not balanced on our journey. So I have no idea why I'm going down that rabbit hole. But anyways, let's get our final message. Diana, action. Another card that says action. And remember, you guys, this came up with water energy. Action. As long as we're moving forward in life, as long as we're continuing to move forward and we're not dwelling in our past or getting stuck or hung up on our past, we are ascending. We are growing. Yes, we need to do that shadow work. Yes, sometimes that requires reviewing the past, going into past traumas. Yes. But when we stay focused only on the past, we're not going to evolve. We're not going to move forward. We're not going to experience flow in our lives. So Spirit is saying that it is a part of our spiritual journey to heal, yes. To examine things, to reflect, yes, but don't get hung up and stuck there. It's a nice balance of both is what's going to get you through. Back and forth, dark and light. You see, it's right there. Sagittarius energy. Okay? Expansion, growth, spiritual wisdom, spiritual understanding. It's all here. And we have the Three of Pentacles. That's what works. Balanced energy, that's what works. So Spirit is basically saying that, you know, what is going to work, what is going to flow in our lives is to just be in one foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. 1 foot in on the earth and 1 foot. So to me, it's like 3D, 5D, not one or the other. So we're here on earth for a reason. We're here to work. We're here to expand, to grow. Some of you guys are here to assist. That's why this angel is here. So it's like you are coming here as perhaps a light worker, some sort of star seed. You're here to basically help raise the vibration of the planet. You're here to do your spiritual work. So don't get caught up too much on the dramas of people or the dramas of the world, because you came here with a focused intent, and your focused intent was to heal not only yourself, but also the planet, but by doing it in both dark and light, not one or the other. And when I say light worker, my type of light worker is someone who's a light and shadow navigator, somebody that's balanced in both. So maybe light worker, with the way that it's been, you know, explained throughout these, you know, this last couple of decades, is not really my idea of, you know, all love and light. It's going to be balanced energy here, where you've done your shadow work, you've done both, and you're able to now navigate in that even-minded way and basically help others and do what you came here to do. So Diana is very much a you know, she's very, very focused. She's fierce. She's definitely unafraid. She's in her power. She's a sovereign being with all these moon energies behind her. She's gone through many, many cycles. I'm getting to that Jaguar old soul. You've been here many, many lifetimes. So some of you guys are not new to this planet. You guys have been here many, many lifetimes, so you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. You're very seasoned, and that's why you're here to help others. So not everybody's a freaking light worker. Not everybody's a starseed. I'm getting here. You've been here on this planet many times, so you're walking the earth once again, and you know what works and what doesn't work, and you're here to share that wisdom and knowledge with other people. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you. Definitely a longer one today, but I just wanted to bring forth this to the collective and hope that it is helpful, inspiring, healing for those of you that chose to tune in. So thank you guys so much. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. All right, you guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.